If you thought preseason game 1 gave us all the answers to the Atlanta Falcons' problems, think again. Because while the Falcons looked really good in a lot of areas, there are still some glaring spots where just 1 or 2 smart moves could completely change our 2025 ceiling. Today, we're talking potential free agent additions that could level up both the offense and defense. And I'm telling you, if Atlanta pulls the trigger on 1 or even couple of these names, we're talking about a team that could push deep into the playoffs. So let's jump in. Now, let's be honest. Priority number 1 has to be interior offensive line. Against the Lions, the interior O-line struggled. The pocket collapsed too quickly, running lanes were clogged, and it wasn't just one guy having a bad game. It was kind of a group problem. Right now, the only guys I feel totally locked in about are Chris Lindstrom, Matthew Bergeron, and Ryan Nuzzel. Now, I'm just talking about the interior offensive line. Javon Gwynn, Kyle Hinton, and Elijah Wilkinson, they had flashes, but not enough to inspire confidence if a starter goes down. And here's the scary part. 1 injury on this O-line, and we could be in real trouble. That's why I think Terry Fontenot, he needs to add a vet or 2 before week 1 just for insurance. Now, looking at some potential names, number 1, Shaq Mason. Now, he's a 10-year vet. He had 147 starts and a guy who could step in at guard right away. His year in Houston wasn't his best, but physically, he still looks good. In the right scheme and with the right talent around him, he could bounce back. Like I mentioned, he was a starter. He's kind of regressing a little bit, but like I said, he can come in with the backup role right now, and if we need him to come in and make plays, he will do that. Second person, Nick Harris. Depth at center is critical. Harris has starting experience and could be that insurance policy if Nuzzel or Bergeron slides over and we need a true center. Now, the third person is kind of a wild card, but I'm going to throw his name on here, and that's Jedrick Wills. Now, he's already came out and said basically he wants to spend majority of his time this season rehabbing and trying to get better from his injury. But if we need him, he could be a great short-term swing tackle with the depth needed right now, and maybe even be the guy who takes over for Jake Matthews down the road if he can get back up to that rookie or sophomore season form. Bottom line, if we want this offense to click, the protection has to be there. And to ensure the protection is there, just in case someone gets hurt, Terry Fontenot has to bring in some additional linemen, some veterans, to help bolster up this second unit for the Atlanta Falcons. Now let's talk about the big boys up front on defense. Overall, the defense looked sharp in preseason game 1. But when it comes to the interior D-line, depth is thin. We've got Rook Orororo and Taquan Graham, who are both solid, but we can't expect them to log 70 snaps a game and still be explosive in the fourth quarter. Some names for potential additions. I know this first name is going to be very controversial, but he is a baller, and that's Christian Wilkins. He's elite level talent, high motor, disruptive in both the run and pass game. The only question about him is his locker room fit. But if he buys into Ulbricht's system, he could take our defensive line to another level. The second name, Khalil Davis. He's a true run stuffer. He's really not flashy, but exactly the kind of rotational guy who can come in on early downs, eat up blocks, and let our linebackers make plays. If we're serious about wearing teams down late in the games, we need more bodies there. And Terry Fontenot needs to be more aggressive with getting more players to back up the interior line depth for the Atlanta Falcons. Next, cornerback help. All right, the secondary, outside of A.J. Terrell and Mike Hughes, things are still, let's call it a work in progress. Billy Bowman is making a strong push at nickel. I'll put that there. But the nickel corner in the NFL is no joke. You're facing slot receivers, tight ends, and sometimes backs in motion. You need a guy who's ready from day one. Now, some potential additions that will help this cornerback crew out. Number 1, Asante Samuel Jr. He's 25 years old. He's sticky in coverage and aggressive in attacking the football. I think he fits very well in this Jeff Ulbrich C-ball, B-ball system. And if we're able to add him, it would be a great addition going forward. Second name, Stephon Gilmore, a veteran who's capable of locking down top wide receivers. He'll let Mike Hughes slide inside to nickel, which could instantly improve 2 positions at once. Last guy, Cameron Sutton, steady, experienced, and versatile enough to play inside or outside. If we want this defense to be elite, we need to add 1 or 2 proven cornerbacks to help this secondary thrive. Now, lastly, here's some luxury signings that could pay off big. Number 1, Hayden Hurst. He's a familiar face for the Atlanta Falcons fans. He's a reliable blocker and a sneaky good receiver. As a tight end 3 or 4 behind Pitts and Warner, he'd give us that matchup flexibility that we need. Next person, Za'Darius Smith. I can't believe he's still a free agent. And he is a guy that could help the Atlanta Falcons take another step forward. He is a proven passer who can rotate in and mentor young guys like Pierce Jr., Jalen Walker, and even Arnold Ebiketie. Plus, imagine him coming in fresh on like a 3rd down while the starters on the offensive line are gassed. He could help the pass rush, and like they say, you can never have enough pass rush. Now, here's my final thoughts. The Falcons already have the pieces to compete. They really do. But the depth, I would say the depth is what turns playoff teams into Super Bowl contenders. Bringing in even 2 or 3 of these guys could protect us from injuries, raise our overall talent level, and give us more flexibility as the season goes on. So Falcons fans, if you were Terry Fontenot for a day, which of these free agent targets would you sign first? Drop your answer down in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, check this one out. And please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. And like always, peace.